Yo, what's up, y'all? This video we gonna be covering the SpongeBob SquarePants theory. I just want to let y'all know if y'all hear anything outside of my voice, please excuse me, cause I'm doing this video right here on the porch. Cause it's just a beautiful morning. I like to get close to nature. I feel like the closer you get to nature, you just discover more things about yourself, more things about the universe and stuff of that nature. But yeah, man, we finna cover all these characters and I'm gonna just give y'all my perspective and my theory. And I know it's gonna be interesting. That's why I really ask for y'all to stick around. If you haven't, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into this, man. Come catch this vibe. All right, we got SpongeBob SquarePants, the main character, the main protagonist, the main Batiman. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Since I was a kid, I already knew SpongeBob was sus. I already knew SpongeBob was gay. And that ain't no shade to like the alphabet community or whatever. I just noticed that SpongeBob is like real happy about everything besides some coochie. Cause it's like when he get around Sandy and all this shit, he be like pretending like he don't know what time it is or whatever, but it's like everyone that's watching the screen, like it's very obvious and clear as day that SpongeBob just got like a beef with women or whatever, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with SpongeBob, bro. I feel like SpongeBob is really a psyop. I do kind of blame SpongeBob when it comes to just like retarded behavior. And when I say retarded, I'm not really speaking on like autism or just anything on the spectrum. I'm just speaking in general as far as folks that just do like a lot of stupid shit and just expect people to like understand their actions all the time. You know what I mean? But I fuck with SpongeBob. Like, I ain't finna like not fuck with him because of his sexuality or whatever, or because he liked Patrick or Squidward. But you know, if there's one thing I learned from SpongeBob, it's like if you keep a positive attitude, nothing can really beat you at the end of the day. And I just want to shout out Nickelodeon writers for that because as I got older and I look back at the show, SpongeBob left us with some valuable lessons on life. You get me? It's just I just couldn't understand why every time SpongeBob got around a female or whatever, bro, like he was just start acting jittery and he'll forget the nigga got a wee wee or something. You feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to my boy SpongeBob, bro. We fuck with you in the streets. We fuck with you. All right, we got Patrick Star. See, I got my own theory on Patrick, bro. I feel like Patrick is like part of like this lost species in the bikini bottom. I think there's another theory out there in the internet that correlates with my theory, but hear me out, right? I feel like Patrick he's part of like this specific species in the bikini bottom that's known for like wrecking shit. Because the theory I'm talking about that I was saying was floating on the internet, it was specifying how Patrick was like a top tier narcissist or whatever. And I believe that. I believe Patrick is a narcissist, but he doesn't see it that way because of just like his subconscious mind. Like, okay, I'm gonna break it down so it sounds simple, right? Y'all notice that like Patrick is like the only starfish in the bikini bottom that we know of. You get me? Throughout the show, we already seen like what Patrick was capable of doing, especially when it comes as far as like his strengths. Like I believe like Patrick and Ed from Ed and Eddie, they both possess like the same strengths. Like I believe Patrick is like the last Saiyan when it comes to like all the starfish. But see, I feel like the Bikini Bottom had like ridiculed all starfish, but they chose Patrick because Patrick was easy to like domesticate. You get me? Like I believe Patrick, they only keep Patrick around because God forbid if something was to happen in the Bikini Bottom or whatever, like Patrick's gonna be the one to like save everybody. And I know it sounds crazy, but like hear me out, fam. Like I really believe Patrick is like the muscle. Like I believe Patrick, cause think about it. Patrick lives under a fucking rock. Nobody knows what Patrick does as far as like a job. You get me? And every time we see Patrick, he's always out and about. Like he's always in public. He's always interacting with his environment. But it's like everybody looks at him as if like he's harmless. You get me? Like they know what Patrick is capable of doing, but they treat him like he's harmless. Cause I feel like if they was to really like be scared or was to show that intimidation towards Patrick, that's when his evil side will come out. That's when like that hidden gene of him just like taking over shit and just destroying everything will kick in. You get me? And then I have another theory which falls under my Mr. Krabs theory. I believe that Patrick works for Mr. Krabs. And I know y'all probably wondering like, okay, if that was the case, then why he doesn't clock in at the Krusty Krab like Patrick? Oh, I'm tripping. Why doesn't he clock in like Squidward and SpongeBob? Okay, hear me out. I truly believe that Mr. Krabs is the plug in the Bikini Bottom, and Patrick gets to live under Mr. Krabs' consent. Hear me out now. I know y'all wondering, like, okay, Slim, why would you think something like that? Just peep how close Patrick is to SpongeBob, to Squidward. Yeah, despite they stay on the same block, y'all gotta remember, Patrick lives under a fucking rock. His furniture is some sand. Like his furniture, the inside of his house is a fucking sandcastle, bro. Nothing around that man is real. And why is it that like he goes so hard? Like the only people he prefers to hang out with is Squidward and SpongeBob. And Squidward and SpongeBob works for Mr. Krabs. And then there was literally an episode where Patrick actually ended up getting a position at the Krusty Krab, but he couldn't stay there because there's a secret that like him and Mr. Krabs only know about. And as said, I feel like Patrick works for Mr. Krabs. Like Mr. Krabs pays Patrick under the table to surveillance his employees to make sure that none of them get out of line or none of them reveals the secret that Mr. Krabs is the plug. Now, if you want to know why I believe Mr. Krabs is the plug, stay tuned in. We finna get into all that, bro. But as said, Patrick. I believe Patrick is part of like this forbidden race, just like Squidward. But his race is really known for like fucking shit up, and it's only Mr. Krabs that can like keep him in line. You get me? Like it's only Mr. Krabs that can keep him alive. As long as Patrick stays calm, despite there is times and there is moments where he does spaz out and he shows his narcissism to not only the audience but to the Bikini Bottom. I just believe Patrick works for Mr. Krabs. Like when Mr. Krabs needs something done off screen and behind the scenes, he's calling Patrick because Patrick, he's the only starfish that's known for fucking shit up in the Bikini Bottom. And he's the only starfish. that's fucking up shit in the Bikini Bottom, bro. All right, next up we got Squidward tentacles. Squidward tentacles.
Square tacticals.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Squidward, bro. Like, I feel like me and Squidward, like, if I was to take a trip to the Bikini Bottom, bro, I feel like Squidward would probably be the type of nigga to let me like smoke in the living room and all that shit. But I got a theory about Squidward, bro. I think Squidward is on heroin. And hear me out. The reason why I think Squidward is on heroin, bro, it's just his lifestyle, bro. Like the nigga in his head, he daydreams about being a fucking pop star with just a clarinet game. Like no band, no lyrics, no manager, no nothing. Like in his head, he really believes that his clarinet is gonna get him out the hood. Like it's gonna get him out of the Bikini Bottom. And it's just like look at his life, like outside of just him playing the clarinet and daydreaming about being a megastar. It's like, fam, this nigga, he's a cashier at the Krusty Krab. His neighbor is his coworker. You get me? And then it's like outside of just like him living right next to SpongeBob. It's like what else? What other interests does this man have that we don't know about on camera? Like off camera, bro, I really feel like he playing with that needle. Like G shit. And then Peep, like every time SpongeBob and Patrick get around Squidward, he always trying to get him away. He always trying to like, he always ready to kick him out. Like as a jit, you would think like, damn, like them niggas must be annoying as fuck. But it's like when you get older, bro, you will realize like, nah, that's real junkie behavior. You feel me? Like you always want to be by yourself. And then when you are by yourself, you just swear like you like this megastar with a clarinet, bro. And we all heard Squidward's skills on the clarinet. Like, I ain't no hater. I'm a motivator, but like, fam, you gonna need like a harmonica, you gonna need a guitar, you gonna need a piano if you really want to be like that megastar you swear to be. Real talk. Cause I don't think just you playing the clarinet is gonna get you out the hood. I don't think that's what's gonna get you out of being a cashier for Mr. Krabs at the Krusty Krab. Also, I believe that Squidward Squidward knows what's in the secret formula for the Krabby Patty. And I believe that Mr. Krabs is gonna make sure that Squidward doesn't go anywhere. You get me? Like I feel like he's gonna I feel like Mr. Krabs pays Squidward in dope because I believe we all seen how much Squidward gets paid at the Krusty Krab. We already know how much SpongeBob gets paid at the Krusty Krab. But as far as Squidward, it's like that little ass check with that big ass house, fam. Like your crib look just like you. But that shit, like, bro, that nigga is getting paid in dope. Like, ever is in them Krabby Patties, bro. Mr. Krabs is just giving that to Squidward on the low. Like, look, bro. Like, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. I got some more of this for you. And you know just how nonchalant and introverted Squidward is. Yeah, I believe he taking it, bro. Like, come on, look at these dance moves, fam. Bro, he high out his mind, fam. Ain't no way in hell he did that with a sober mind, fam. No way. You cannot convince me Squidward did that shit with a sober mind, bro. Whatever is in Krabby Patties, bro, Squidward getting that shit for the low. He getting that shit for the low with a check. Ain't nobody leaving a deal like that, fam. He not like, come on, he don't even care about staying next to SpongeBob and Patrick. As long as he get his dope, that's all Squidward give a fuck about, bro. Shout out to Squidward. All right, we got Sandy Cheeks. Now, I'm not gonna admit, I have a very interesting theory about Sandy Cheeks, right? Just to give y'all a little background, Sandy Cheeks is from Texas. Texas is, of course, the US. The US is America. What is America? America is land, the land of the free. Sandy is a squirrel. Not only is she a squirrel, she is a female squirrel, right? This is my theory when it comes to Sandy, bro. I think Sandy and SpongeBob met before. They met before 9 times out of 10, bro. SpongeBob then gave her that corn on the cob, and she just been obsessed with SpongeBob ever since, bro. Yes, I'm gonna put it clear as day, raw as day, just like that. I believe that Sandy is stigmatized, bro, by SpongeBob, because you cannot explain to me why a squirrel from Texas would move all the way to the bottom of the sea, to the Bikini Bottom. Look at the name of the town, the city, of the place. It's called the Bikini Bottom, bro. And who's at the bottom of this shit? SpongeBob. SpongeBob is at the bottom of this shit. But I feel like what hurts Sandy is to know that SpongeBob is gay. But in my head, for real, I feel like Sandy believes that she can trick him out of it. That's why she goes so hard. That's why she went as far as getting a dome. That's why she went as far as, like, walk around in an astronaut suit. Come on, she even invited SpongeBob and Patrick to her dome. And them niggas so gay they didn't even realize, bro, that was a two-man, bro. They could have been had fun with Sandy, fam. I feel like Sandy really got like this big obsession for SpongeBob, for real, for real. Like, I feel like whatever happened on land, she just couldn't let it go. So she moved into the sea to be near SpongeBob, bro. I really believe that, bro. Like, I don't think it has nothing to do with drugs or just like, her working for Mr. Krabs or anything. I really believe that Sandy is obsessed with SpongeBob, bro. Like, she even goes as far as learning karate just to get closer to this nigga. And I believe I didn't seen episodes of Sandy jellyfishing by herself. But she's not doing that for herself. She's doing it by herself, but not for herself. I believe it's all to get SpongeBob's attention. I truly believe that. You could argue with me all you want in the comment section. I don't care. I truly believe Sandy is stigmatized. Okay, we got the fuck nigga himself, man. Eugene Krabs. Now, y'all hear me out. Please hear me out. See, there's a theory online that explains how each character in the SpongeBob SquarePants series is a reflection of the seven deadly sins. And for Mr. Krabs, he is the sin of greed. But I just wanted to debunk that because I think it's more than him just being greedy. You get me? I believe that Mr. Krabs is frugal. And if you ever been around someone that's frugal, they never really see how cheap they really are. But for Mr. Krabs, it's just like, yeah, he's just trying to save that dollar. He's just trying to save that dollar as much as he can. He doesn't even care so much about the value of the dollar. It's just the paper itself, right? And I know some of y'all waiting to hear this, but I'm gonna just say it, bruh. Mr. Krabs is the plug, bruh. He is the top dog when it comes to the Bikini Bottom. Every shipment, every pack, Every little piece of dope that's going through the Bikini Bottom, Mr. Krabs know about it, bro. Come on, look at the picture, bro. The man stays with cash. It's only one type of people I know that stay with cash, especially if you're a male, bro. The plug only stay with a lot of cash, bro. And y'all hear me out, right? The Krabby Patty secret formula, fam. There's a theory that says that the Krabby Patties are actually made out of crabs. That's why Mr. Krabs, Larry, and his mom are the only crustaceans that exist in the Bikini Bottom. But I don't think that, bro. I don't think that Krabby Patties are actually made out of crabs. I think Krabby Patties are actually made out of chum. That's what I believe. I believe Krabby Patties are made out of chum, and Mr. Krabs puts dope inside the Krabby Patties so that they can sell. Cause bro, y'all don't see how fucking frantic them folks get about Krabby Patties, bro. And then y'all gotta pay attention to my dog Plankton, bro. Plankton go hard when it comes to that Krabby Patty secret formula, bro. And you gotta remember before the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket even became something, even became into existence, bro. They both used to work with each other. They came up with the Krabby Patty. They both came up with the Krabby Patty. But it doesn't make sense how Plankton came up with the chum, right? And then Mr. Krabs came up with the Krabby Patty. But the Krabby Patty outsold the chum when both of these niggas was both in business with each other, bruh. It's a reason why it's called the Krabby Patty secret formula. And it's a reason why Plankton goes so hard for that formula, bruh, because he knows it's dope. It's dope inside them Krabby Patties. He just doesn't know which type it is. And that's why Mr. Krabs goes so hard as far as protecting that secret formula. Because if Plankton finds out what's inside that formula, bro, not only is Mr. Krabs gonna lose all his money, he's probably gonna lose his life because he knows that it's he knows that bro, that shit would get him locked up for centuries. So as far as the SpongeBob theory, bro, that's all I really got. Let me know if y'all want a part two. Like, bro, I can go in, bro. I wasn't even able to like get into like more characters because I didn't want the video to be too long. But y'all, let me know if y'all want a part two in the comment section, bro. Like, I will go in on every and each character, fam. Like, I really believe that the Bikini Bottom is like an experiment, bro. And I feel like a lot of characters, they on drugs, bro. And Mr. Krabs is the one that's like feeding them that shit, bro. Like, he got everybody out there on dope, just doing whatever it is that, like, he wants to do. Like, he got everybody against their will. You get me? But if you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Come catch this vibe, man. Come catch this vibe.